Hi again. All right, makeup. This is a big conversation. You'd mentioned about getting the foundation and putting it over the top of your skin tint, and I don't think that's a good idea. And the reason for that is because the skin tint is quite a thick product, and the Silk Fusion foundation over the top of it, because it's zinc based, the foundation on top of it's going to make it separate and it's not going to sit well on your skin. So if you like the Silk Fusion foundation but you want the SPF 50, you're going to have to go down the pathway of getting a chemical based SPF, which is fine if you're happy to do that. You did mention that you'd much prefer to get the mineral SPF, which I agree with. I think that is just overall better for our hormone health based on the studies that are coming out. So I actually think that if you already love this product, stick with it. There are other options that I could give to you, and we could go down that path if you wanted to. But again, like I say, if you love it and you think it works well, then I say stick with it. So I'm assuming that that product you can just sort of slap on with your fingers. I remember you saying something like that in class. Of course, you can swap out for your foundation brush and use it on your skin. Just buff it into the skin with the foundation brush. That is going to give you a fuller coverage. So that could be something, that's the first thing that I would start with. Chuck it on with your fingers is totally fine. But if you want a little extra coverage, I'd probably just put it on your brush first and then buff it into your skin. If you want even more coverage, you could be applying it with your beauty blender. But I honestly think that might be overkill. I think that you use your foundation brush and that's actually going to give you a really beautiful result to get started. Now, it is a zinc product, so it is going to be thicker, which is why in summer especially, you're probably finding it's like shiny, slimy shiny, which you're not going to love. So I know that I said, and I use it as a general rule, that powder sort of ages our skin. Your skin is an exception to this because you do have beautiful skin and you don't have the fine lines and certainly not the wrinkles that most women in the age group that I'm speaking to has, and therefore, and also because your skin's so hydrated, because you're using skincare, right? You're already using a system of skincare. So you're going to be using a good system of skincare. You're using your thicker sort of zinc-based skin tint, which is great. And we want to just combat the shine. So a little extra coverage and a little bit of shine, bringing down the shine, is I would use a powder for you. I would use a pressed powder. This one is the Inica Organic, and the reason I'm choosing this is again because it works really well with the zinc oxide. It's got zinc oxide and titanium dioxide in it. It's not going to make it thicker because it's powder, but it is going to give you the extra coverage that you're looking for while also absorbing some of that extra shine, but equally giving you more SPF benefit using the powder. So your skin's extra protected, especially when you're on Tret, which is really important. So for your powder, what I would do, and I will send you one of these to complete your brush set. I don't include them in the brush sets normally, but I will just send you this. You've already bought it, so I'll send it to you. You just pick up some of your powder and you literally just press it over the skin. Like this is it. It doesn't have to be much, in through the center of the skin, like so, to just take the hint of shine away. You'll notice that I'm really just applying it in that center panel, and I'm avoiding this part of my eye, and I'm avoiding sort of anywhere that does line and crease up. You're not going to need it out here unless this does get particularly shiny. So in the morning, you put on your skin tint, and this is all you do. You just pop a little dab on the skin just to help to take the edge off, avoiding areas of lines. During the day, you'll take this with you with your little powder puff that you got in your set. And if you're finding that your skin tint is needing a little extra love, it might need a little extra coverage, or when we get in that really humid weather, you might just need a little extra touch. You're just going to pick it up with your little powder puff, and you could either pop it in here if you feel like it's got too much on it, or you just pop it straight on. And it's just, this is really light pressure, and you're just building it in the areas that you feel like really need it. A little bit around the mouth, because we do end up getting movement around the mouth, especially with a skin tint like that one. Once you start using, obviously, eating and drinking, etc. You can see how this is building really, really softly. And this is literally all you would need to be doing throughout the day, just to give it a little touch up. All right, so that's nice and compact to be able to just chuck in your handbag. Also nice and compact to be able to take away with you. Now, as far as all of your skin color and dimension and all of that goes, we used the cream sticks, which would be beautiful for you for sure. I would use the skin tint, then your cream sticks, and then you could powder over the top. But because you were talking about like travel and just keeping things really simple, I actually think this is a better option for you. So again, you're just going to use this same brush that we used for your powder, and we're using the bronzer and the blush from here along with your eyeshadows. So we've got the bronzer is exactly the same as what we did with the cream stick, but you're just going to pick it up with your brush, tap off, and you're just going to place your bronzer on the outer part of your face. So we used the tissue here. You can do that. You probably don't need to though. As long as you know your line is here, you want to go above your line. So tissue from top of the ear to the corner of the mouth gives you your line. Just keep your bronzer up above it. So you can see I'm not going any further than this line here. I'm just keeping it up here, and you can bring it around like this to just really simply pop a little extra color to your skin. I actually think you're going to find it easier to use than the cream stick for the process that you have here already with your skincare. Then you can swap over to your eyeshadow brush and do the same thing with that exact same bronzer, so you don't need another product. You've just got the one product. Eyeshadow brush, that big fluffy blending brush, and just into the crease like we did in class. You can literally just pop it over the eye, into the crease, and on it goes. Just blending it out, just keeping it away from the eyebrow line so you've got a nice separation there. Then you've got, or you could put it underneath the eye as well. I think you did actually do that. You could. That's depending on what eye makeup look that you want step. Then you've got your blush here. So same thing, same brush, just going in the center. If you're struggling to get the brush into it without it touching anything else out, you can always take it out. And so you just easy as tap off. And again, just dabbing it on to where just above the bronzer from the cheek and bringing it around a little. So it's super, super easy. So again, you could actually just get your fluffy brush and pop a little bit of this on your eye as well to give you a little bit of extra color. And that's sort of your two cream sticks have been replaced in this palette. So has your transition eyeshadow color. That's this one here. So we're just replacing those ones. Then your eyeshadow application brush, you can pick up and add that little bit of dimension to the outer corner of the eye like we did with the macchiato. That's the color that you used. Just popping it on, blending it out. You're going to swap the brush, but I didn't do that because I can't see mine. And then a little bit of that bronzer on the eyelid there. Bit of mascara. Doing this without a mirror, and I actually can't see myself in the phone anymore because my little screen switched off, so hopefully it's even recording. And then just your brow perfector, so the brow mascara into the eyebrows. And honestly, this is you. I think this is it. And then that nude brown lip liner. Colouring in your lip a little bit, lining your lip, colouring it in, and then I would put over the top a lip gloss or a lipstick or a lip balm. I honestly just use a lip balm most of the time. And I think that you've replaced the whole bundle with just a few products. And I think that this is going to be a better option for you traveling. Now, the only thing is that I know that you said that you like continuity with the brand. I think we can do that with the skincare really easily. I think with the makeup, we're gonna have to mix and match a little bit between the Inika Organic and the Nutrimetics, because you can't beat this. You really cannot beat this. For the price of this as well, like for your Inika Organic eyeshadows, they're so expensive and they just don't, they're not as user-friendly, truly, they're not. And you can't mix and match into a, like that's even got the mirror on it, it's so good. Your little compact, I could do the Nutrimetics powder for you instead of the Inika, but truly it's not as good. It's just not as good. This is much nicer. Then any mascara you choose, this is the Mitzi, this is an organic low tox mascara. That's why I've been choosing it. But you can go the Nutrimetics 4-in-1, which is a beautiful mascara. It works really well, but it doesn't have that low tox label on it. Your Brow Perfector and your Inika Organic. Nutrimetics don't do a brush on one, so can't do that. But then your Nutrimetics Nude Brown Lip Liner is going to be really good for you. So that's what I think as far as makeup goes. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is covering all bases for you. Let me know if it's travel friendly enough for you. And tell me what you think.